The armbar is one of the most widely used submission in jiu-jitsu. If you think about it, this kind of makes sense. After all, it's one of the most versatile of jiu-jitsu submissions. If you have the fundamentals of this submission down, you can hit it from pretty much any major position. In addition to this, it's also one of the most simple and straightforward submissions to pick up, as it doesn't require a whole lot of dexterity or coordination. With a modest amount of practice, even a pretty new grappler should be able to start seeing some pretty good results with this submission. In fact, over half of the tournaments that I finished as a white belt were because of the armbar. However, there are 3 super common mistakes that I see just about everybody that's first learning the armbar make. So today we're going to be covering those mistakes and how to properly address them and fix them so that you can start maximizing on the true potential and power of this submission. So go ahead, grab a seat, pop a squat, get a coffee if that's your thing, and let's get right into this. The problem with not squeezing your legs together when you go for the armbar is that it sacrifices most of your control over your opponent's arm. This will allow a good opponent to basically move their arm freely, offering up an easy hitchhiker escape, or even just pushing your knee up and away. The fix to this is really simple. All you have to do is make sure your knees are squeezing together tightly after you step your top leg over their head. It may seem like a small adjustment, but jiu-jitsu is a game of inches where the smallest adjustments can make all the difference. In addition to providing you more leverage, squeezing your knees together can also protect you from using your weakest part as a fulcrum for your opponent's arm. And a small hack to make your squeeze even tighter is to point your feet down towards your opponent's hips. The problem with not controlling your partner's head when you go for the armbar is that they can turn into you, pull their arm out, and even pass your guard. And from the bottom, they simply have to pummel their arm underneath your top leg to free themselves. To fix this, when you step over their head, you want to clamp down on it with your top leg. Think of making a leg curl motion with this leg. This is another one of those small adjustments that can mean the difference between finishing your match and losing the fight. Jiu-jitsu truly is in the smaller details, and once you start doing this hack with your arm bars, you'll find that sometimes you hardly even have to hip in at all before your opponent taps. When you go for the armbar, if you don't make sure to control your partner's thumb, it's too easy for them to point up and hit a hitchhiker escape. The fix for this is simple. Point their thumb away from your chest and keep it in the middle of your torso. This will prevent them from being able to turn away from you without breaking their arm. And this is especially important when going for the spinning armbar, as the shin up position offers you much less control than the regular armbar does. If you can remember to pinch your knees together, control their head, and control their thumb to keep them from moving all at the same time, it's going to give your armbars a much higher finishing percentage. Alright guys, welcome to the live rolling commentary portion of the video. This is where I break down some of my recent rounds to hopefully give you guys some inspiration that you can use the next time that you're on the mats. Right here we're doing some positional grappling out of the guard where we switch as soon as somebody scores. This is a great way of warming up without anybody getting injured. Here I grab his sleeve, kick him in the armpit, and grab his elbow to look for an omoplata attack. As I hip out, he sits down on a straight ankle attempt, which I time to come up for the sweep. My next partner, Rob, is one of the senior black belts at the gym. Here he stands up, so I pivot out and open his collar to cut an angle for my De La Hiva guard. As I try to off-balance him, he sets down to his knee to stabilize, so I switch my grip to his ankle, pummel my leg in for the single leg X, and come up for a single leg. I finish with a basic push and sweep takedown. My next partner, Ed, a brown belt, is one of the bigger guys at the gym. Here I create space to look for an arm drag, but he's able to defend that by swimming his arm through for an underhook. I pummel my leg inside and grab his sleeve with my cross arm, switch my hips, go for a 2-on-1, which I use with an arm drag to pull me up to turtle. I then grab his collar to support my weight, which gives me enough space to reach through for an underhook on the opposite side, which I then use to slide my other hook in to solidify the back position. My next partner, Mo, a black belt, has extremely good pressure passing. Here I use a sleeve grip and step on his hip to try to create some space. He stands up, grabs my leg and lapel, and tries to flop by, putting me in side control, but I'm able to scramble and put him back in my guard. He tries to flop over, looking for a quick guard pass again, which he then redirects to a Tori Ando. But before he solidifies, I grab his leg for a funk reversal and get up to my knees as he steps over to reverse him. This is a very unorthodox move that has time and again gotten me out of bad spots. And again, it was back to me and Rob. Here he stands up looking for a guard break. I open my guard here to look for the De La Riva, but he grabs my bottom foot, so I stand up to reset. I use the cross collar to pull single leg X and go for a quick bump sweep. He tries to sweep me over his head, so I step back and pull my leg out to solidify my sweep. And that's it for the video today, guys. Those are your 3 super common armbar mistakes that everybody first learning the armbar seems to make. I hope you guys are able to take this information and use it the next time that you're on the mats to sharpen up your armbars. And if you're wondering why I'm looking a little more roughed up today, it was a hard day at the gym, and let's just say sometimes you're the hammer, sometimes you're the nail. But you know what? That is how you get better, by showing up whether you feel like it or not. If you guys found this video helpful, be sure to hit the thumbs up button so that YouTube knows to show this video to other people as well. And if you guys are new here, I'm Jedi. Welcome to the channel. I post 2 quality jiu-jitsu videos every Monday and Friday that you don't want to miss, so be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. As always, I will talk to you in the next one. Remember, stay consistent and anything is possible.